Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of True Dungeon Talk with Trent. My name is Trent of trenttokens.com. I'm a big fan of the game called True Dungeon and a very avid collector of tokens, which you can see a lot of back here. In today's special episode, I'll be interviewing the father of True Dungeon. This is a Father's Day special, and the father of True Dungeon is Jeff Martin, the creator of True Dungeon. But before we introduce him, I want to remind everybody that this episode is the first episode. I'll be doing a new live free giveaway at the end. So make sure you stick around until the end to participate in the free live giveaway. And let me say hello to chat here. Oh my God, look at all the chat people. So all the chat people, look in chat for the pinned link. Click that link, fill everything out, and that's how you enter into the drawing. And I'll be doing that at the end of the show. And as a reminder, you must be here to win. That is part of the, that's how it works. So yeah, you have to be here watching live in order to win one of the prizes. And I'll be giving away gold, GP tokens, and treasure chips. And I'll talk about that during the show as well. All right, so without further ado, let's get to the man, the myth, the legend. The reason why we're all here to say hello to the father of True Dungeon, Jeff Martin.
Hey, yo.
Oh,
hey.
Hello, Jeff. Oh, look at all the people clapping for the father of True Dungeon.
Oh, wow. The guy on the left doesn't seem very enthusiastic.
All right, security, get rid of that guy. Yeah. By the way, the whole audience is paid, so he's not going to get his dollar that he's owed. So welcome, Jeff. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So how's things? How's life? How's this Father's Day weekend treating you? Do you have any big Father's Day plans for tomorrow?
No. It's going to be super hot, so I think we decided just to kind of hang out by the pool, hopefully, and then go out and have some nice dinner somewhere. That's about it, I think.
That sounds like a good idea. Yeah. So look at all these people in chat. Man, oh man. So let's say hello to people in chat, and also as a reminder for the people in chat, if you have a question, just type the word question and then your question afterwards. You can ask Jeff anything about True Dungeon and Origins, which we're going to talk about today, or anything that's on your mind. So say hello to John at True Dungeon. Let's see. Kevin, hello. AK, PB the Hammer. Let's see. Love and Life 877. Andy, Chris, Richard, Jeff. Oh my God, so many. David Gerspach and David McClure, hello. Big Rick, not Small Rick. Chris Amir, hello. Stephanie, Ian, Chris, another Christopher, oh my God, and on and on and on. Natalie, Tanya, hey Tanya. Let's see, and Rob, hello Rob, wow. And thank you for your help, Rob. Rob, we're going to show you something that Rob helped with soon. Chris Canary, hello. Farsteer, and Belinda, you finally got it on. Finally remembered to come. And Sean, hello. He says happy Father's Day to everybody out there. And yes, I agree. Happy Father's Day. Whew. So, Father's Day. Man.
Yeah. Speaking of all those names, anybody know what this is?
Anybody know what that is?
I was doing Romper Room. If you remember Romper Room.
No one in chat remembers Romper Room. I barely remember it. I mean, wasn't that early 70s?
They held up a little magnifying glass and wrote off all the names, and they always tried to get like most generic names, so you always thought you were the Jeff that she saw.
Right, James, right, Tom, yep. Tim, right, sure. Okay, Dave. Well, David Gerspach remembers that. What you're doing is you're saying how old you are there, David. Natalie, you're way too young to remember. Jeff Green, I think you are old enough to remember. Magic Mirror. Natalie is smarter than all of us. Magic Mirror is what it was called.
Magic Mirror.
Right. Yeah. So speaking of that, when you were Romper Room age, when you were growing up, did you think or did you want to have children one day? Because guess what you do?
Yeah. I have no plans for. Yeah, I had a little brother that was quite a bit younger than me. He was 7, so I was, I remember when he was born, and then I liked having a little brother. It was nice. He may not agree with me at that time. I treated him very well, but I liked to have a little brother. So Yeah.
I see. So you did want kids. And speaking of kids, let's jump to Lori Martin is here. Hello, Lori Martin, Miss Peggy. So Lori says that was Miss Peggy. And speaking of beautiful children, holy smokes! Look at these two, huh?
Yeah, they were in trouble.
Oh my God! Wow. They could not be cuter. So please tell us who we're looking at here. And do you recall what age this was?
This was, I think, Drake, was 8, and Avery was probably 3, maybe, somewhere around there. You could probably have the boss lady type it in if she knows better. This was taken in Kiwanee at Windmont Park. It was right after Gen Con, I think, around Labor Day, I think. And, we went up there and... friend of a family kind of thing, took some awesome pictures, and this was one of them. It's one of our favorites. So yeah, they were stinking cute, and they got whatever they wanted.
Yeah, they are super cute. It is a really good photo too, coming from someone who admires photography and film. Yeah, the focus is great. The setting, it's a really good photo. Speaking of a really good photo and the boss lady, what are we looking at here? What is this?
That is Averon the Barbarian down there. Now, this was Avery's second in Gen Con.
Wow.
Her first one, she was just about a month old. So somehow Lori managed to have Avery and then get to Gen Con the year before this. Anyway, this is the next year after. And she's having a good time.
Wow.
She liked rumbling around there.
So
I think it was just the vast stretches of carpet, and she could run around and I
see that she doesn't have shoes. Is it because barbarians don't like shoes, or
she was not a big fan of shoes, and barbarians don't usually wear those.
Right. I'm with you there. Raven made it. Hello, Raven. Raven says hello, Jeff. So good to see you, Raven. Yes, the barbarian, the future barbarian for sure. I'm with her. I'm not a big fan of shoes either. But here's someone who was okay with wearing shoes. This is Drake helping build the dungeon.
This should have been the same year. So that was the difference. Yeah, he was my big helper. He was basically my handy grabber. So, had a good time putting up the dungeon.
So this is before ladders, right?
Yeah, they hadn't invented them yet back then. So we had to use small children. And, it was a good time. We also had to wear, apparently for some reason I was wearing a headset. I thought it was necessary. Not sure why. Had that awesome flip phone. I was looking good.
Oh, I thought that might be a pager, right? Remember pagers?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hilarious. Well, that's a good photo. Here's another one of my favorites.
Yeah, there's the Averon rage about to happen.
Oh my God!
She wanted something, and I don't think she was too happy about getting her picture taken. So this is like one round. She's activating her greater rage.
This is the warning look. If you see this look, run. Right? You don't have to run fast. Just outrun everybody else. Right? Pick says that he misses that space. Right? So I guess he recognized that space, that venue.
That was at the Marriott on the second floor. It has a particular, I don't know if it's the carpet or the wood, or it has a particular smell. And if I walk through that area, even today, I still get some anxiety. It's just is that during those days we were up all night, and it was a lot of craziness because we had to kind of work around what rooms were available. It was nuts. It was like a sprint just to get open in time. So I still have some flashbacks when I go by there.
Well, that's interesting. You're right. Yeah, smells can definitely bring back memories, but it sounds like it brings back stress memories for you. I'm going to say this wrong. Mineskia, hello. AK asked, do you still get anxiety planning during the current years?
I'm getting better at it, I think, probably. But right. Like whenever I see those things on social media from Gen Con that says Gen Con's 100 days away, that's pretty much the start of the anxiety,
Right.
buffet of anxieties. And then when they see the 50, that's full on panic. So we're in full on panic mode right now. Pretty much.
Okay. So we gotta hurry this interview up so you can get back to panicking. The Instant Classic says hello. Gray Fox says going to my first TD at Gen Con. Awesome. Very excited to have been binging videos, trying to learn as much as possible. That's great. Well, Gray Fox, welcome to the fun. Chris would like to rage. Pick is 50 now. Is that what you're saying? You're 50? Eric, hello. Gen X Hooser, are we going to see any silver ships at Gen Con? Oh, that's a good question. Do you mean like the puzzle thing, Gen X Hooser?
They
Or
might
do you mean like the tokens?
Yeah, nothing there. Not this year, anyway.
Okay.
Maybe,
All right.
maybe another one.
AK says, super impressive that you do so many of them and adding in the VTD. So AK is giving you props for that.
Thank you.
Pick says 50 days to go, so it's time for you to go into panic.
Oh.
And Lori says
Yeah.
less than 50, so she's panicking with you.
Yeah, we get there we get there Sunday afternoon before the con starts. That's how early we get there.
I bet.
We start building Monday morning. So, yeah, by the time actually Gen Con starts, we've been there, 5 days. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I get there Tuesday. I used to get there on Wednesday, but then I would sometimes have to rush to go to the little trading event that we do and then rush over to the GT. So I just go Tuesday now. Yeah. So speaking of cute little kids, what are we looking at here?
That's Drake. Tom Gowan. We had our first live interactive NPC was actually a computer that was hooked up to a monitor. Of course, this is way back in 2004 or 5. Anyway, and we had Gary Gygax actually did the voice for it, which was hilarious. They went up there and recorded it. But basically, based on what you said, we had an operator he would reply back. But anyway, we had a computer generated imp, and then Tom, being the Renaissance man that he is, he went ahead and made a plushie for it.
Wow, crazy.
And he made it for Drake, and Drake liked it. It had a little squeeze thing in it that said something. I won't repeat what it said, but anyway, it was funny, and it's around here somewhere.
I was going to ask if you still have it. So, do you remember the name of the imp?
Rodney.
Rodney, that's right.
I named it after. I had a friend, Aaron Boas, friend of mine. He had a magic user that had an imp familiar. His name was Rodney, so that's why I just named it after that.
I don't think you told me that before. I knew it was Rodney, but I don't think you have said that, or at least I don't remember. The video monitor that you're talking about and the interactiveness of that room, we discussed, and we have pictures of it in our retrospective. So anybody who's listening to this now and would like to see what Jeff was just referring to, look for one of the videos that we did, and it's during the 20th anniversary retrospective series. I'm going to assume it's in the first or the second one because it's such an early one. But speaking of Drake,
and I think
go on.
You want to go back one more? Go right back. There's one very important thing to say.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Also, that little blue guy with the chewed-on head, that's Anthony Wiggle from the Wiggles. You don't know who that is, probably. But anyway, at the time, Drake was a huge Wiggle fan, so his insane parents actually elected to take him to a Wiggle concert. So,
wow.
Yeah, he loved the Wiggles. This guy, I think that's where he got his love and his talent in music, is that when he was young, he just loved watching them.
Oh, cool. It's a group of people who sing and do a TV show, right?
Yeah, it's a kids kind of thing. Yeah. They were just early childhood majors, and they graduated, and they decided, they're also in rock bands, but they decided they would combine their two interests and come up with this thing, and it kind of took off, became a huge thing for a while. Kids loved it.
Wow. Yeah. Very cool.
We were a Wiggle family for a while. So.
You have no choice there. Let me check in with chat here. So Natalie says that she loves VTD. Hacker Ed has a question. Do you remember, guys, if you have a question, type question pretty please so I can catch it in chat. But Hacker Ed, I caught this. Do you have to transmute the ring at RingCon, or will you be able to transmute outside of RingCon if you can't attend? So which ring is he referring to for RingCon? The ring every year. So
we do it. You do it ahead of time. Yeah, you'll do it ahead of time.
Right. So you could do it anytime that year. It probably the recipe final date is probably the following year in December. So you need to transmute the ring in order to attend, but you don't have to transmute it there. I'm not even sure. Do you even do transmuting at those things? I can't remember.
Sure. Yeah, we did it last time.
Yeah. So you've done a couple of these in 2017, and then SkullCon, and that was what, 21? SkullCon, do you remember? Something like that. 2021. Something like that.
It used to be easy to remember everything, and COVID kind of screwed everything up.
But, I know, right? Yeah, crazy. Okay, so. And then Tanya reminds us all that there's only 75 days until San Japan. So let's get excited for that.
Now that's what I can get behind. That'll be fun.
That's going to be awesome. I'm going to that. I'm looking forward to it. Brian, hello. Brian was busy scooping ice cream. You gotta pay those bills. I understand. All right. Sean has a question for Jeff. Being the father of TD, what do you enjoy most about your current roles in what TD is today? Has that changed since the beginning?
Wow. Yeah, I have a lot more help now. So I got some great folks. For instance, John and Troy and a few other people are going to be loading a truck on Monday in 95-degree weather while I'm probably sitting on my butt in air conditioning. So that's pretty nice. Now that I'm pushing 60, probably good to keep me out of there and out of the way. That's nice. And then there's just, there's so much to remember, so much to Jugar helps with all the token stuff. And we just got a great crew. CPN is doing lots and lots of volunteer stuff, which is great, and running virtual. I've pretty much turned a lot of the operational stuff over to the youngins for virtual. I still write the adventures and kind of help film and do stuff, but I got a great team, and I'm lucky guy that I get to really get to pick what I like to really do a lot, which is write adventures, come up with puzzles and encounters, and do all the fun stuff. And it's definitely changed a lot, because back in the day it was it was me and a few friends I could con into helping me out here on weekends at my sign shop at the time. So I think it's a great. I love this. I love how the youngins are taking over slowly, and then I get to do more and more of the fun stuff. So,
Very cool. Great question and wonderful answer. Thank you, Sean. Lori wants to point out that you went to Wiggles concerts twice. Okay.
I wasn't going to mention that because that's just,
Hey, don't be ashamed. You gotta.
I just couldn't say. I actually only went once.
Okay, but it sounds like maybe she went twice.
I did go twice. Forget, I did go twice. Sorry.
Okay, so PB the Hammer has a question. Is there going to be another World Builders charity event?
I haven't heard anything from Pat and his crew for a while. I was kind of hoping there'd be a third book coming out soon.
You and everybody else.
Yeah, that would be nice to be involved with that. I think he's having, I don't know. Hopefully he's getting in a good space. He's been having some issues lately, some upheaval in his personal life and other things. So hopefully things are going to get better for him. And maybe I haven't reached out to him in a while, but I'll be open to it. I think that we've pretty much done, unless a new setting comes available, like in the third book, if there is going to be one, that that would be fun to explore. But yeah, I think we've done pretty much all we can do that I would want to explore. So hopefully, that if we do one, it probably means that there's a third book out or something such. So
got it. Okay. And Christopher says, don't forget to like the video to help Trent's page. I know, I keep forgetting. I forgot that at the beginning, too. Oh, man, I suck at this. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe and like the video and share. Oh, man, yeah, please do that. So thank you for the reminder, Christopher. I have notes over here on this screen, and it's right there, but I just skip right over it. Sorry. But yeah, please like and subscribe and all that other good stuff. Tanya says, in the Wiggles' defense, their concerts are fun. So we have another Wiggle fan here. Michael Young, question, what is your opinion, if any, on RPEX, R-P-E-X?
Yeah, I played that game twice, I think. One time I had a fun time. It was at Origins. It was really cool. It's like a zombie. We were in a lab and we were trying to escape to this helicopter. I had a good time. I figured out a puzzle. And I got a machine gun out of a footlocker. Didn't get to use it, but it was cool. Yeah, I wish it would have stuck around. It was fun to have somebody somewhat adjacent to us. I talked to the guy a few times in person, but he's always kind of busy. I didn't want to bother him too much, but I liked kind of what they did. Yeah, I mean, me and John have dreamed a few times about doing some sci-fi type of TD thing with like Nerf guns or something. That would be interesting, but we'll see. Someday, who knows?
Besides being sued constantly, that sounds like a great idea. Now, you said, I haven't tried it because I can't try anything else.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I think I was thinking of it. RPEX is the recent one. I apologize. The reason that popped in my head is John and I were just talking about it a few days ago. We were talking about the old, I have not played RPEX, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the one with the grid on the floor.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I haven't played that one. That's I've seen photos, look kind of cool. I mean, it looked like the early days of True Dungeon, which was a lot of fun. So could be a good time. I just never played. Maybe I can do it this year at GameholeCon.
Yeah, I haven't played because they have these little pins that you would collect, and then I would have to start another one collecting one of everything. I can't do baseball cards, I can't do comics, I can't do Magic the Gathering, I can't do Warhammer, because all of those things I'd have to collect one of everything, so I just can't do it. This is it. This is my obsession here. Okay, so we have a question from Chris. Out of the history of TD, what is your favorite puzzle that you have created? Wow, good question.
Oh, probably is going to be the one you probably. It's the cup puzzle. I made the first year, honestly. Just the way it came together.
Oh yeah.
There was just I had these 5 or 6 or 7 goblets that my friend Aaron, he had a ceramic shop back in the day, gave me, and he was like, hey, maybe you can do a puzzle out of these. And we were trying to figure it out, and I accidentally happened to hit it with as I was trying to figure out what to do, and it made a nice ding sound. And then as luck would have it, because the way they're poured and slip, you kind of let them sit, and then you pour the mold, and all the interiors are still liquid and they fall away. So they were different thicknesses, and they made different tones, and it ended up we had a pretty nice like 5-note scale there. And anyway, so it was a huge eureka fun moment. I had more fun solving to make the puzzle than you guys had to actually solve the puzzle. And then my dad got involved and made the really cool table for it. So.
Right, and I have that image in my head. That is a very cool table with the like they look like chalices, right?
Yeah. With little gargoyles on them. Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, let's see. Back to chat. The pic says we need to convince Pat to let us do a module that covers that thing that happened with the pirates on the way that he mentioned but didn't go into detail on. Does that ring a bell?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
He also... Go on.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I'm
Okay.
good.
Pick says, I would be thrilled to help with a sci-fi TD, so you got to volunteer to help. Kevin
There you
says that he would like to help. John at TD says, Terra works, so he's got a
There
spelling.
works. That was it.
So that's what the other thing you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
AK,
all. Yeah.
AK says, same trend on the collecting bit, but thanks for the note warning on the slippery slope with TD collecting. Yeah, so I was emailing back and forth with him recently, and I said, listen, it's a slippery slope with collecting. Be careful. Okay, all right, so the photo that's in front of us, we haven't discussed this. This is Drake.
Yes.
What's going on here? And
Well,
your young,
Drake
your young
Martin,
face, too.
His birthday happened to fall in the middle of August. So, and for a long time, Gen Con was always in the middle of August. So he missed some birthdays at home with like kids and traditional birthday parties and all that. So, yeah, that kind of stunk. But when you're there at the Marriott, the really nice concierge lady, Tammy, she brought in a cake by surprise when she found out it was his birthday. And that's you can tell he's got a little chocolate cake on his cheek there, and
okay.
Spider-Man rings. It was a Spider-Man cake, and I think she got a Cub hat. She found out he was a Cub fan, I think. So anyway, yeah, it was a great surprise, and he liked his rings, and he got all the volunteers could sing him happy birthday. He was really happy.
Wow, very cool. Yeah, that's a beautiful smile. That you want to see that when you're looking at your kids. And
Yeah.
Lori Martin says that was Tammy, that she loves Tammy. Now your children, Drake and Avery, are all grown up now, right?
Oh yeah.
Here's Avery and Lori, and Avery just finished high school. Can you believe that?
Yep, and she's already, she's all signed up for college for, it's crazy. All
Wow.
grown up.
Do you feel like 100 years old when you think about that?
I just feel like, wow, it went fast. I know everybody always says that, but man, those kids grew up fast.
It went fast, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of going fast, your son just finished college. Here's
He
Drake.
did. He just graduated from SIU. As you can see, he got a degree in video production. He's actually took off on a gig this morning. He's got about a month long or so gig. He's traveling around the country with a couple of comedians, and they're filming the whole thing, and they're going to turn it into like a little documentary.
Wow. Is he also going to edit that? Because I know he's a good editor, too.
Yeah, he's going to edit, and he's shooting it, and I believe he's going to edit when he gets back. So
Wow.
should be
Very cool. Can you hear that siren?
just a little bit.
Okay. That's New York
worries.
outside my window there. Shh, New York, be quiet. All right, now, again, everybody in chat, if you have any questions, so we do have a question here. Christopher has a question. True grind at Gamehole Con, is that correct?
Yes, it's going to happen thanks to the kind work of Paul. He's doing a bunch of work on it, and he's awesome. So, yeah, if you see Paul at Gamehole Con, buy him a soda or something.
Right.
Some
And
nachos,
Paul,
whatever.
for everyone in chat, is Pick, right? I don't know if you want it to be Pick/Paul is the same person. Is that right, Pick? I think that's you. So, Pick's Grindstone.
No comment.
Right. Okay. So, anyway, this smart one of my group has a question. David Gerspach, David McClure. Hopefully, you won't feel bad because we know you're smart too. Pick says he's unmasked. All right, I knew that was you. All right, so Dave asked a question. How was the Alaskan cruise, and might anything from that experience work its way into a True Dungeon module?
Yeah.
Good
I
question.
think so. Oh, yeah. Yeah, next year's Vikings, and the whole time I was like, oh, this is amazing. Yeah, it was give me a lot of ideas, got me into the the feel of what it'd be like to cruise up and down the fjords, looking for a place to land my raiding party of Vikings, and it was cool.
Yeah, it sounds
nice.
good.
It was really nice stuff. Yeah, we spent a lot of time on the boat, so there was a lot of, and we were close to shore a lot of times. So yeah, it was a great way to stimulate your brain on ideas, for sure.
Very cool. Well, he's a writer, so he probably thought about that. And we have people in chat saying Grind was awesome. I agree with you. Pick says spoiler for this year, fire. Are you saying fire's going to happen, Pick? Oh my God. Now, speaking of your children, you have two, Drake and Avery.
Yes.
Now, most people, when they ask a father or mother, a parent of a child, or who has multiple children, they'll never say like who their favorite is. They might think it, but they'll never say it, right? So, would you like to now answer the question? Who is the favorite between Drake and Avery? Do you have a favorite?
I do not have a favorite. They're both equally loved, and they're perfect in every way. So no.
Got it.
No favorite.
Okay, so let's check the data. Let's do some science here.
The data? What?
Right. So here we have tokens named after your daughter, Avery.
Yes.
Averon's +5 Death Cleaver, which I used as a barbarian, came out in 2015. Averon's +5 Healing Cherry came out in 2018. Averon's +3 Cherry Bomb came out in 2019. Averon's +3 Cherry Wine came out in 2020. And next year, Averon's Cherry Mead. That's a 2025 token right there.
Yeah,
so,
right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tokens named after Avery. Okay, so let's see how many are named after Drake. There's just one. Is there something you want to say about this data here?
Well, in my defense, Avery actually designed the token, their first one. So she basically drew one up and gave it to me. Said this is the token she wants to make. Because I said, if you ever want to do a token, just draw it up and give it to me. And so she did, and we made it into a token. And so we just kept it going. So Drake has never actually made a token for me. So designed one, and so
maybe he could make a base, like a base token, for like a battle bard or something.
There you go.
All right, so now you have other family members that you love. Your wife, for instance. So let's see how many tokens you have named after Lori.
Ding. As far as you know, there's maybe more. I don't know. Who knows?
Now,
but I don't think there's any.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm an avid collector of tokens. I have pretty much all of them, except some from 2003. 15 to be exact, 1 uncommon and 14 uncommons. I'm sorry, 1 uncommon and 14 rare. And then, of course, I don't have the, the tokens that are soul bound to other people. I don't have those. But all the other ones, I pretty much have them all. There aren't any tokens named after Lori. As an aficionado, and dare I say an expert on tokens, there's none. You want to say anything in your defense here?
No, I have no defense, so thanks. Appreciate that. This will be the final broadcast.
This will be the final broadcast. All right, so speaking of your lovely wife, you guys just celebrated an anniversary, what, a couple of days ago?
Yeah, 10th.
No.
29 years.
29 years. Now, this is June the before. 10th, yeah. Do you remember what year this is? Or Lori, do you remember maybe?
This was at Rob Johnson's house Christmas, probably, it was probably 94, probably. So, yeah, this was 30 years ago almost.
Wow. Lori says it was Monday. The anniversary was Monday.
Changed. No, Lori hasn't changed.
No, she looks the same. You, however...
Yep.
The years have not been kind.
Yeah, the stress of the dungeon building. This is what 30 years of DMing will do to you. Right?
My God. This is a super... so Lori says she thinks this is 95 after you got married.
Okay.
All right.
You got a wedding ring on. Maybe you can't tell.
Yep.
That's
if so,
right,
that means that the hand, the photo is reversed if that's her wedding hand.
Yeah.
So, but 29 years, roughly 29 years later, here we are. And what are we looking at
here's
here?
a picture of me and my daughter. Look how young she looks. I'm an old man. She's still like, she's probably thinking, what did I do to marry this old codger? Right here.
She does look the same. It's her hair's different. That's it. You
That's
don't look the same.
No. Don't be a dungeon master is what it'll do it to you, man.
Yeah. Now, where's this photo from?
This is our Alaska trip. This is us. I don't quite remember where, but we were stopped somewhere. She took the picture. I think this might have been Sitka, maybe.
It's a very, very cool photo. I love it. All right. So Lori, she says, let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on chat here. So Lori says, our first Christmas after getting married, maybe. And she's also saying we're horrible liars. We have the data. It's right here. Look right here. Look at this face.
Yeah.
Okay. Just the face. And now look at this face.
There you go.
There's no difference, right? Glasses and hair. That's it. All right. So Chris also says that he doesn't look the same after 29 years, I guess. And Lori says it was Sitka stop number 1. All right. So if anyone has any questions, you guys know how to do it. Love and Life 877 does have a question. Did you guys make it up to the Arctic Circle?
No, we were on a cruise, so yeah, we didn't get that far. As far north as we got was Juneau, I believe, so that's not too far up there.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, that's cool though.
I had been there when I was a teenager. I had some family up there, Soldotna. I got all the way up to Fairbanks. That was cool.
That's chilly. It gets chilly up there. And all right, so all right, so Coverstein and Badger says that Lori's nails looks amazing in the Christmas pic. So wow, very good eyes, good eye. All right, now maybe this is a good time to remind people, if you would like to participate in the free giveaway for treasure chips and GP tokens, please click the pinned link and fill out that survey. You have to be present at the end when I do the drawing in order to win, and of course you can only enter once. And let's get to some other things. So this concludes our Father's Day portion of the Father's Day special, and now I'd like to get to the origins portion of the Father's Day special. Now, this is kind of a last minute addition, so I would have probably highlighted this in the advertising, if you want to call that. I basically just shared it on my socials. But we have a really special treat for everyone. I'm about to show you.
Spoiler.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, thank you. For anyone who's going to Origins and doesn't want to have something spoiled for you.
Or Gen Con.
Or Gen Con, where you're going to play the Golden Obelisk, and you don't want this. So once again, actually,
or Saint Japan.
Let me. Okay, crap. All right, let me go to a different screen here. Okay, spoiler. All right, this is a spoiler warning. Spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning.
If you're going to play the Golden Obelisk at
Any place.
Origins, any place. Yeah, I guess you're right. Any place. Origins, Gen Con, or San Japan, and you don't want a spoiler, then hide this and go away for 1 to 2 minutes and then come back. I'm about to show you, for the first time ever that we've ever done something like this. This is the event intro. So to explain a little more, sometimes when you go to training, either like in a little room right after training or in training. There's a little TV, and it's basically kind of like, you meet in a tavern and XYZ happens, right? This is that. So this is telling you, the adventurers, what you're about to partake in, right? So it's the event intro. Anything you want to add or correct, maybe, Jeff, that I said?
You did great. Just that Rob Ramsey put this thing together, so thank him for doing that. It's I like it. So yeah,
Yes.
he put it together and it's going to be great. And we might tweak it some for Gen Con after we see it live, but this is probably will also be a Gen Con, and it's in Japan.
Got it. Okay. And yes, speaking of Rob Ramsey, he does all of the video editing and work and all the voiceover, the majority of all the voiceover work. And if you would like to learn more about Rob, check out one of my other videos where I interviewed Rob, the voice of TD. So that's another video that you can watch. Okay. So here we go. Yes, Lori says Rob and Lori are awesome. His wife is also Lori. So yes, they are both awesome, and they do great work. And let's get into this intro here. So here comes the spoiler. If you don't want to see this, look away for about a minute, and we'll be right back.
Your party of brave adventurers has had many encounters within the desert lands of Chaldea. Through sharp wit and strength of arms, your band has survived these challenges to find yourselves in the study of a wise sage who needs your help. He tells you about a wondrous golden obelisk that grants those clever enough to unlock its mysteries precise knowledge of a dilemma they face. The sage implores you to seek the golden obelisk within a ruined temple in the nearby hostile desert. There you must use the golden obelisk to recover some lore vital to the sage. Prepare yourselves now for the upcoming challenge. Soon you will leave the safety of your desert inn to venture forth into the dangerous and dark desert to seek the Golden Obelisk.
Wow, the Golden Obelisk.
Obelisk.
Man, that sounds like fun to be had. So thank you, Rob Ramsey, for all that lovely voiceover work and video work. And here we have it. This is the premiere of the Golden Obelisk at Origins Game Fair, which is next week if you're watching this video live. And I think a few tickets are still available. Go to td.events and check for the available tickets there. And it's going to be awesome. What else would you like to say about the Golden Obelisk?
The Golden Obelisk. Well, it also portends and teases virtual for the fall. We've got some virtual events coming up, and they take place after your visit to the Golden Obelisk, where you recover some vital information that you're looking for the sage. So, it's all part of the virtual to in-person, back to virtual, like continuous storyline that we're trying to do this year. So it should be cool.
you want to play this. It's basically your intro for the fall of the VTD, right?
Yeah.
Wow, very cool. Awesome. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be so much fun. So here's another image of the Golden Obelisk. It shares a little more information. It's at Union Station Hall next week. Again, you can get your tickets at td.events. And as a reminder for everyone, this is a sealed 10-pack adventure, so you don't need to bring tokens. Part of your when you get your ticket and when you join, you'll get a 10-pack, and that's all you need. And it's also a 4-room conquest, like convention quest. Anything else about that, Jeff?
It'll be easy to find. It's right down at the bottom of the escalators. Everybody that goes to Gen Con knows about the escalators. There's only one at the event.
Origins, you mean? Origins.
Yeah. Yeah, at Origins. It'll be right across from the exhibit hall entrance, and it'll be at the bottom of the escalators. So easy to find.
Cool. I have a map 2 slides from now. Before that, I want to show this one, especially for anyone who's never played before. This is some good information. You'll get a little XP card, which you can see there at the top, and you create a login for yourself at truedungeon.com. You can track your XP. You also get a survivor button if you survive. And as you finish, you get a completion token, which is Charm of Osiris. Am I saying that right?
I always say Osiris, but
Osiris, Osiris, right?
It's all just goofy
right.
English anyway.
And you also get 3 treasure draws. So you get 3 treasure tokens and the completion token, plus a survivor pin and an XP card. So lots of fun to be had there. And speaking of the map, here is the map. So True Dungeon will be at Origins, the Golden Obelisk Adventure, and Event Hall A. That's the Union Station Ballrooms. And the coolest announcement that's fairly new is there's going to be full transmuting, and it's going to be in A112, which is right across the hall there. And let me go to the next slide here. Besides full transmuting, which means you can transmute everything, there's also special early access to Safehold III Under Construction, which I don't have yet. Nobody does, because it doesn't start until July 1st. But at Origins, you can get them early. What? Tell us more about that.
It's all about Crazy John. I was like, you want to take it easy because it's going to be, short staff. You're going to be, I have a lot of help. We could just do like what we do at Gen Con, where you can't transmute for like the Browns, like Minotaur hides and that kind of stuff. He's like, nope, let's do it all. So you can thank John for all that. He volunteered to get all that done.
Wow. Well, thank you, John at TD. All right. So Ian says, can we download the forms for transmuting so we can have them filled out beforehand? Yes, you can. You did a post, if I'm not mistaken, on the forum where you linked the form. And is it also under the Origins section, maybe?
If not, I will put it there. Yeah, we should be there.
If
you search around enough, you can find it. We have just a permanent link. Probably if you just go to truedungeon.com/tokens, maybe. Anyway, there's links a few places that just permanently take you to a place you can download the PDF.
Yeah, the PDF has been updated with all of this, and Safehold 3 Under Construction is there. Belinda's very excited about the Safehold 3 transmuting. And yay for Crazy John, says Tanya. Pick says John is amazing. So does Stephanie and PB the Hammer. Everybody is giving love to John. Yes, thank you, John, for volunteering that. And John has a statement. Filling out forms will speed up transmuting for everyone. So yes, fill out those forms ahead of time. And then it retracted the message, so I retracted. So I don't know. So they erased what I just said. All right, so anything else you want to say about Origins or the transmuting or anything?
Yeah, it's great to be back at Origins. It's been several years. I think our last time we were actually there was probably 18. There was a little problem finding a space for us. And then, of course, COVID happened. But it's great to be back. We have a small event in a small area. We're just going to try to grow it back to kind of where we were before. We're hoping, basically this is a kind of a test to see how well we do there and how well how well we do and how we can get some of our old folks to come back. We're hoping next year that we'll have a full size adventure that we can bring and have a lot more space. We got a pretty small space. This was kind of a last minute type thing that we were able to work out with Origins. So I think it's a good it's a good first thing to do to really get the fan base built back up there at Origins. So it's a low cost event that we can get a lot of different people to try, and then next year they'll want to do the full event type thing.
Right, and that's something that Christopher asked. The full runs next year, and that's the hope, right? It's not guaranteed yet, but that's the hope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want to point out too that the entrance to this transmuting room isn't actually in the same little hallway. It's like the next one up.
Oh, you got to go around. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I misspoke
You
earlier.
got to go
Sorry.
around.
Okay, you could bang on the wall.
Yep.
Go around.
Do that.
Got it. All right, so Cover Stealing Badger has a question. What's the most surprising lesson learned from offering 4-room dungeons?
Surprising. I guess it was just how much a lot of the veterans really liked it. We tried to do a really good job with the one last year. It was kind of a rush job because we just found that we had enough volunteers to do it. So, but we put a lot of work and a lot of resources behind it because we really wanted to make a great first impression on a lot of new players. But I was really happy to see that a lot of the veterans came up to me and said how much they just liked playing it. It felt kind of like old school when they first started, when they just started out with a 10-pack and they liked the quality of we had some great NPCs in there, and it was I'm hoping we can replicate that again this year. And at Origins we got a great crew. We got cream of the crop there. We had a lot of great folks volunteer, and we got to be choosy and in fact sometimes it was like a coin flip. Who knows anybody unfortunately we just didn't have enough spots for everybody, but it should be a great time, and I was really happy that not only did the newbies like it, but it surprised me how much the vets seemed to like it and said that they had played in.
Very cool. Awesome. All right, so Christopher also asked ABC next year. I think I understand what you're saying. That you didn't do ABC this year, and probably have no plans to do ABC. Is that? Do you mean like 16A and then 16? He means rooms. Okay, I don't know what ABC rooms means. Do you know what he means? ABC next year? You mean like split rooms, Christopher? Not sure what he's asking, but on the map. Oh, he's talking about the map. Oh, you're talking about having the whole thing.
Yeah. If we have a kind of a general agreement with them that if we come back next year and it does well, and it looks like it's going to do well, we're going to be in a much bigger space. It won't be here. It'll actually be up in one of the big ballrooms, which is bigger than all of that. All A, B, and C combined, it'll be bigger than that. It'll be up one of the ballrooms up there by, I forgot what they're called, the Bateau maybe? No, that's someplace else. Anyway, a much bigger ballroom for sure.
Is that where you were before? Do you recall?
No, before we were in the exhibit hall. The events changed a bit, and they just don't have the budget to put us in a big exhibit hall anymore. So I like ballrooms for some. There's definitely some pluses to it. It's definitely easier on the volunteers' feet, and there's less ambient noise because there's a lot of carpet there to absorb sound. So there's some pluses. You lose a little bit of immersion on the floor because it's a carpeted floor instead of like a neutral gray. But I think we can put on a good show there.
Got it. Okay. Thank you guys for helping me understand what you were going for there. John says, are awesome volunteers taking care of business to let him run transmuting, and the kids climb on him and grab his phone. Oh, the kids. That's why it was retracted. Cover Stealing Badger says the 4-room at Gen Con was absolutely awesome, which is cool. And Mackenzie hopefully can join next year. Kevin has a question. And speaking of questions, we're about to wrap up with Jeff. So if you have any questions for Jeff, please speak up now. Kevin says, will the tavern ever come back to TD at Gen Con? Always enjoyed going and paying gold for hints.
Yes. Never say never. Never know. There's a Viking thing coming up. Maybe we can work something out where maybe it's room 1. Maybe one of the modules, the first room, we'll set in a tavern and you got to do some puzzle solving or maybe some combat and maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to. as far as like what we did in the past, we tried it a couple of different ways, and it was just people are so like scheduled at Gen Con that they don't really have like hangout time. When they have free time, when they're not scheduled for an event somewhere, usually they're wanting to go get food or go drop their stuff off. So we decided it'd be better just to use the event space make the events bigger. Than having some kind of tavern type thing.
Got it. Okay.
But that's what RingCon's gonna be for, because we'll definitely have a tavern there.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's see. Look, checking chat. No questions. Mackenzie says, just really appreciate all you do for us. It's truly amazing what y'all accomplish. That's very kind. I agree. Pick says it would be super cool if the first room of the adventure could somehow move through a public access tavern. Might be a logistical challenge, though. Gilstrife can't wait for RingCon. I'm with you. Richard has a question. COVID killed N3 adventure for Origins. Any chance of a virtual repeat?
With N3. Oh, wow. I forgot all about that, honestly. Probably not. I think most of those props and sets and stuff have been otherwise repurposed or so probably not. No, sorry.
Okay. So that's it for our origin sections. We will now close with notes from the workshop. What are we looking at here, or how things going in the workshop for future cons?
Yeah, well, going pretty well. Yeah, this was something out of the newsletter we sent. There's just some random stuff. It's going well. I got some great folks, Troy and John, Matthew, they're helping me. They do a lot of the hard stuff. John and Matthew are especially doing a bunch of packing in the 95-degree warehouse and rolling the stuff back and forth. Troy and I are trying to build as much stuff as we can. It's going well. It is that time of year when it's kind of, panic time. It's time to get this stuff done. Doing all that virtual and doing all the in-person stuff is a little crazy, but staff's up to the challenge and we're having fun getting it all done. It's always it's always interesting to see how some puzzles just come together easy. Everything works like you have it in your head, and other ones, like one we're working on now, keep beating your head on the door. Eventually, we'll figure out how to make this thing work. But yeah, we're making some. It's over there, yeah. So anyway, we're getting there. I think we'll have a good event. We've got a few puzzles left to build, and they're designed pretty much. I just gotta create the actual final build plan, but I think we're there. We've got pretty much all the monsters and everything in from all the suppliers, so there's nothing really worried about there. So this is we've got the luxury of having time to tweak the puzzles as best we can, the sets, and then have time to throw in a little nuance polish here and there. So I have some great ideas about polishing things we want to do, little tiny things people might not even notice, but if they do, it'd be cool. I wanted to throw those in, so I think we'll have time to do that as well, especially for Dune Viper. Wow. Well, I personally love the little notes from the workshop, things you do in the newsletter. So anything you throw in there is I personally just love it, and I assume other people really dig it as well. Cover Stealing Badger says that demon artwork on the left is great. I love the mosaic appearance. So yeah, I'm glad you do. Is there something you could tell us about that demon, or too much of a spoiler? He's got friends. Got some friends, yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll leave it with that. Then. I think you'll meet him if you play a certain Tomb of Terror type module. So, yeah, that's one of the new rooms, maybe, or a new room. Oh, wow. The Tomb of Terror Redux, which you swapped out a room, so it sounds like we might be seeing that. Made a brand new one, yep. Cool. Well, thank you for that question, Cover Stealing Badger, and getting that out of Jeff. All right. Awesome. Okay, great. Well, Jeff, is there anything else you would like to share with our audience before I let you get back to building all the dungeons? Yeah, just thanks for supporting us through the summer on all these in-person events. I know going to cons is a big commitment for people. That's a lot of money to travel and go and stay in a hotel and all that stuff. And yeah, thanks for we did great at Gen Con again this year. We've got a handful of tickets left. I think if they hadn't had the ticket glitch, we would have been sold out that day. But there's just some that just appeared sold out, which was weird. There was like 60 tickets that were hidden if you searched. But
Right.
so yeah, the support from the folks is great. It's so nice that like a lot of events at Gen Con, they have to kind of sweat it if they're going to get enough, you know, tickets sold to be able to do what they want to do. And you guys have always supported us so well that we're used to you guys going, hey, we trust you, here's a big pile of money, have fun, make us a really cool dungeon. And it's a privilege, and I'm just happy that every year I get to do this for you. So thanks.
Well said. Well said. So a final couple comments. Christopher says apply for volunteering. You can go, is it td.vols.com or tdvols.com?
tdvols.com.
Right.
Yep.
So go to tdvols.com for that. And Lori Martin says happy Father's Day, Jeff and Trent, and all the dads out there. So I concur. Happy Father's Day to everybody. And Jeff, as the father of True Dungeon, thank you again for all you do. And of course, it takes a huge team of people to do all that as well. But that team and all the volunteers wouldn't want to participate or be a part of this if it wasn't awesome. So what you and Lori have created and all the people you have attracted to do this and all the coming from the fans, we love it and looking forward to Origins, Gen Con, San Japan, and Gamehole Con as well. So thank you very much, and thank you for being on the show. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, until next time, Jeff, thank you very much. All right, everybody say bye to Jeff.
Good luck, everybody, on the drawing. Good luck.
Good luck. Thank you, Jeff. All right, so that was Jeff. Jeff Martin, the father of True Dungeon. And as he mentioned, yes, good luck on the drawing. So here's your last chance to participate in the drawing. Look at the pinned link, click that link, fill out the form, and that's how you enter the drawing. And speaking of the drawing, let me go ahead and pull that up. And while I'm doing this little bit about what the drawing is, this is your last chance to participate. So please click that link, and you have to be here live during the drawing in order to win. All right, so this is something I'm trying. This is the first time I'm doing it on this particular show, and I plan to do this every live interview going forward. We'll see how it works. All right, so first place is going to be a 25K bar and a single treasure chip. Second place is going to be a 5K bar and a 3X treasure chip. And then third place is going to be a 1K bar and a 10X treasure chip. Originally, I just had it as gold, but then I thought, I don't want the third place winner to kind of feel bad because they're only winning a 1K bar. So I said, why don't I also throw in some treasure chips? So that's my reasoning here. And then the reverse happens. I'm sure the 25K winner will be very happy with that GP bar, and one more treasure chip doesn't hurt. So that is those are the prizes. All right, so I'm going to close the link now. So let me, talk amongst yourselves while I go over here and grab all of the names. All right, so this looks like 62 names. I'm going to now make sure there's no duplicates. All right, give me 1 second here. I'm going to get rid of any duplicates that might be there, but the way I have it configured, there should be no duplicates. Yes, that's 62 names. Getting rid of duplicates now. Checking. Okay, so there were 2 duplicates found. Don't know, so I'm not sure why that is. So that means there are 60 people. So 2 people either had the same first and last name, or something was funky. So I'm going to do another thing here with the emails, and see if it was also 2 duplicates, because I want to make sure everybody is entered here. Give me 1 second here. Remove duplicates. No duplicates was found. Ah, crappy duty. So that means somebody has the first and same last name? That seems unlikely. Oh, man. All right, well, that's why we're doing this live, to try to figure out what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to now sort this and figure out who the duplicate names were. Oh, man. Talk amongst yourselves. Let's see. Sort. Okay, so Brian. So I'm just checking for duplicates here. So far, I don't see any GibGub. So all right. So GibGub, I'm deleting you. So there's no GibGub here. Okay. Let's see. Raven. Sean, you entered 3 times. So I'm deleting those. So that was the problem. Okay. And that is everybody. All right, so then that is the deleted GibGub, by the way. Unless somebody was real who did that. I don't think that was true. Let me go see if that was somebody being real. GibGub sucks at yahoo.com. Okay, that wasn't real. Okay. All right, so I deleted the 2 duplicates from Sean, and then I got everybody else there. And now I will share this screen, and here we go. All right, so this is, these were all real people, not GibGub sucks at yahoo.com. So yes, find your name. Okay, you can see it spinning here. So this was 60 people. Okay. And Chris Foster says, as long as a Chris wins. Yeah, there's a handful of Chris here. So Mackenzie says, I hope one day an event will be in Tennessee, but I'm not sure how profitable it would be. Some of the venues really want to volunteer, but it can be difficult. Yes. Hello, Mackenzie 17. All right, now this is everybody. Now I'm going to do 3rd place first. Okay, so as a reminder, here's the 3rd place prize. It's 1K bar and a 10K chip. Okay, so here we go. All right, is everybody ready? Here we go. Here goes 3rd place, which is a 1K bar and a 10X chip. Good luck, everybody. That's so exciting. And the winner is Richard Harmon. I'm just writing this down, even though I can watch the video again. All right, so congratulations, Richard Harmon. I'm going to remove your name. You get a 1K bar and a 10X treasure chip. Okay, so the next prize is going to be a 5K bar. It's the 2nd place, 5K bar and a 3X chip, which I think is a really nice little, medium. All right, so here we go. Congratulations again, Richard Harmon. Here goes 2nd place. Oh, I forgot the thing. Big Rick, is that you, by the way? Yeah, Big Rick, thanks. Greg De Rubis. I forgot my rule was you have to respond in chat. So, yes, so Greg De Rubis, please respond in chat. All right, so this was Big Rick. Okay, where are you, Greg? So thank you, Big Rick, for responding. Greg, it's me. So you are Limitless. Okay, blah, 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 Limitless, etc. Okay, cool. All right, so thank you for reminding me that you have to respond in chat. All right, so I'm going to remove you. And now, once again, let's look at the big grand prize. 1st place, a 25K bar. That's good stuff. And a one treasure chip. All right, so here we go for 1st place. Oh, the excitement is building. Oh, Natalie Geron. So please respond in chat, Natalie. Natalie, are you there? Natalie, are you there? Oh, Natalie. There you are. You said sweet, so that's you. Okay, so your name in chat is the same as that. And there we have it. So congratulations. I will email all of you winners and set up, confirm your shipping address. So congratulations to Richard Harmon, Greg DeRubis, and Natalie Geron. I hope you guys like this. Tell me in chat if you like this little giveaway, and I'll keep doing it. I really, 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 really appreciate you guys watching this show live, and for anybody who's watching in the future, thank you very much for watching. I got to remember that YouTube thing. Click subscribe and click like, and you can choose your notification options when I'm doing future shows or when I submit videos, pre-recorded videos, and share and everything else. So yes, if you have already subscribed, thank you. If you haven't yet, please do so, and tell other people too, because the more we spread the love of True Dungeon, I think the better for us all. I just want the whole world to know about True Dungeon, because it's just so amazing, and the community is so amazing, and it's just really cool. So yeah, thank you very much. I love all of those. So Ian says, let's get those subscribers to 500. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's getting kind of close to 500, which will be very cool. And I see everybody saying thank you to me in the chat. Thank you to all of you. So we will wrap it up there with one of my favorite sayings. It's really, really hard to frown if you're smiling. So thanks for watching, and smile.